We discussed our continuing concern with the Russian meddling in elections and why it was particularly harmful to Russian-American relations without producing anything for them in return.
Did you discuss the possibility of a modified INF treaty that would include other countries?
With respect to the question of Russian compliance, as I've said, it is the American position that Russia's in violation. It is Russia's position that they're not in violation. So one has to ask, how do you convince the Russians to come back into compliance with obligations they don't think they're violating? Well, the problem is there are Russian INF violative missiles in Europe now. The threat is not American withdrawal from the INF treaty. The threat are the Russian missiles. The threat is the Russian missiles already deployed. But there is another aspect that your question raises, and that is what the activity of other countries like China, Iran, North Korea, and others who are not covered by the treaty, who are free to do whatever they want in the intermediate range and have made very substantial strides to have that capability. We estimate, for example, in the case of China, that somewhere between 1/3 and 1/2 of all of their ballistic missile capability would violate the INF if they were a party to it. Just within, I think, the past 2 days, China has issued a statement that says it wants the United States to stay in the INF treaty. And if I were living in Beijing, I'd probably think the same thing, but I'm not.